He said just a, and we're live. My name's Brett Cable. I'm usually the co-host. Today I'm the host.
The
With
host, the real
I'm the
deal, man. You're the real deal
host,
today.
hostess with the mostest, right? This is Tyler Smith, legendary basketball player at Penn State. I'm sure you guys have seen him on here before. Thanks for coming on, Tyler.
Yeah, man. Awesome to be here. Legendary. That's a little generous, but who wants to say no to legendary? Nobody.
I
So
mean,
there you
you
go.
guys beat North Carolina, so I mean that's pretty legendary.
There
So
you go. There you go.
so how you doing?
Good, man. Really good. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, happy hump day, man. It's always good to get over the hump. It's something that Penn State football hasn't been able to do, or basketball really. So you can always cherish Wednesdays
That's
for that
right.
reason.
I know. I know. It's all right. Everybody's got a little work to do. Both programs, probably ourselves as individuals. So we're all works in progress. Some of us just have a little farther to go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Um, so hi Michelle, how we doing? Looks like Michelle's here. Can you see the comments, Tyler?
I don't think I can see him on my side.
Okay, let me
So
see if
just
I
shout him
can.
out to me. Shout him out.
Let me see if I can fix this here. I'm
Michelle.
still learning, so I can see
Okay.
it, but oh, I gotta, I think, press something. Nope, it's not what I wanted to do.
Michelle,
Okay.
you more basketball or football or it doesn't matter? Anything Penn State.
I think she loves Penn State. I mean, she came on here for the football shows, and uh, she's been chiming in. We've made sure that the guys are using good language when they're in here because we have a lady in the chat, so we've been doing our best, making sure that people are appropriate.
Yeah,
Um,
get your beep button ready. Beep out all
yeah.
the vulgarity.
How do I get the? Sorry, guys, bear with me. I'm usually not running the show here, so I'm just trying to figure out how to get the comments up so Tyler can see them as well.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Not the end of the world, man.
Yeah, but
You, you can always
meanwhile,
just
we can while
always
I'm
just
doing this, we can I guess break in. Penn State basketball went into Big Ten play last night, and obviously it was a big point spread, like 22 points or something. I didn't think we were going to win it, but it was gut wrenching. I think is the best word to describe it. When the first half isn't even over, and I have to like just turn the game off, like that's probably not a good sign. I just, as much as I love Penn State basketball, football, like I can't do that to myself. Like I can't. I had to let that one go. So I don't know about you, Tyler. What are your thoughts on the game?
it reminded me a little bit of this really funny scene in Bridesmaids. Have you ever seen that show? Do you?
Bridesmaid? What is it?
Yeah. So I am married and I have like four girls. So like
Yeah.
I'm very well exposed to like all kinds of funny female movies and shows and stuff. Love is Blind, Love Actually, anything love, like
Okay. Yeah.
right. I've seen it. So Bridesmaids, there's this really funny scene where they ate some bad like Mexican or something,
Hmm.
and this one girl has to like use the bathroom, and she's like, "Look away, look away,"
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
and that's kind of how I felt last night. I was like, I gotta look away. This is painful. This is painful. But man, it was boy, what a rough one. I mean, like I was having flashbacks to like all my bad losses in life, or just when I would get destroyed because we've all been there. We've all been in those situations where
Yeah.
you get blown out. Like my very first like organized game, sixth grade. I'm in middle school. It's like a sixth, seventh grade team. We're all excited. We go on the road. We got our uniforms on. The shorts are too short and tight and uncomfortable, but we're ready. We
Yep.
go out. We play this team. Smoked 64-8.
Whoa.
64-8. And we're just like, oh my gosh, is this what middle school, junior high basketball is like? And it was just like you got punched in the face over and over again.
Yep.
And I mean, it's just not fun, man. It's not fun. My heart went out for those guys because it's awful when you lose. It's awful when you lose at home. It was really awful on the road because then like you got this whole road trip back where you're like, nobody wants to talk, nobody wants to do it, and it's just miserable. So I just felt for those guys, man. It was a tough place to play. Hey, there was Mark there for a second.
He's fixing the comments for me. I was trying.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing could go right for those guys, man. And Indiana was hot, and we were just the opposite. And what a rough one, dude. What'd you think? What'd you see?
From what I watched, so of course I kept up with the score, like just on Google or ESPN. You can like see what the score is, but what I saw was, so once it gets to a certain point, in basketball and football, really, where it gets carried away in the first half, like it's really hard to come back from that emotionally, physically, just game plan. Like you're not gonna. Like you could play harder defense, do everything you can, but that's either going to hurt you. It's really just going to hurt you. You might get a few more points, but you're going to get more fouls, right? You're going to foul out. Like if they would have played full court press the whole second half, all their starters would be, up close to fouled out, or there'd be open lanes for people for Indiana to throw, into the paint from there. It's just there was no. Once it got carried away, it was like 25-30, and Indiana was hot. Like that one guy, forget his name, 44 points in college is just – that's unheard of. I'm sorry, but the guy made 10 three-pointers. Yeah. He couldn't be stopped. Like I watched him make like 6 in a row and like in the first couple minutes, and I'm like – it drove me nuts. I was like, there's just no way, right? Like that would happen to Penn State, though. Like if out of any team, for this guy to get hot and – like it would happen against us, right? It's just our Penn State luck.
Lamar Wilkerson, that guy had the game of his life, and oh my gosh, it was just painful. Like I remember playing a game in college. We played Arizona State, and this one guy, he also had 44 against us. He had 11 threes. I think no, he didn't have 11 threes, but he made a ton of shots. I was just like, what did this guy eat today? Somebody please drug test him. Like it was crazy. And yeah, that guy was crazy hot. And when he had more points than Penn State by himself there for a little while, I'm like, geez, this is insane. And I kept waiting, like, okay, like Penn State's going to make a run and like, I don't know, get it to counter. And they never did. And listen, kind of some kudos to Indiana. I mean, they lost a couple of games in a row. They came out ready to play in front of their home crowd, Big Ten opener, and they didn't take their foot off the gas. Nope. And I think that's something that is really hard to do for any team. Duke is really good at it. When you see Duke playing some of these teams that are outmatched by Duke, they don't just win by like 15 or 20. They'll win by like 30, 40, sometimes 50. Yep. And they're really good at not taking their foot off the gas. But for Penn State, man, it was just one of those where it's like anything else in life. If you get smacked in the face early and get down and dig yourself a hole early, maybe it's with like student loans in college. You come out of college and man, you're just launching as an adult. You're 22 years old and have 150 grand in debt. Bro, that is an awful, awful hole to dig yourself out of. And the good news is the game's not over, right? I mean, their game is over, but their season isn't over. The story isn't finished. When you're 22 and you're in this hole looking up and you can't even see the sky, the story's not over. But man, it's not a fun way to start.
No, it's one of those games that, like, to put it simply, everything went right for Indiana, right? Everything went completely wrong for Penn State. Like, just kind of sloppy, like just things weren't working out, like turnovers. They had a bunch of turnovers in the first half, and that killed them. It really did. They were able to get a couple turnovers from Indiana, but weren't able to capitalize on those turnovers. So that's where the big gap was in the beginning. And then three-pointer, like that's just going to put you in the dirt. And we couldn't make any threes. We didn't really try, to be honest with you. From what I saw, I didn't watch the whole thing. I couldn't do it. It would stress me out. But did you watch the whole game?
I was in and out a little bit
Yeah.
when I saw I was just getting carried away kind of early. It just and I was excited for it. I was looking forward to the game like
Yeah,
the
me
last
too.
couple days, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Let's get
Yep.
these Big Ten games going. I see a couple comments here from Thomas,
Yep.
Michelle.
Yep.
Um, it's gonna be a great show. Yeah, yeah. And momentum is double-edged sword, and on the losing end, it can be very demoralizing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. When you're on the wrong end of that, man, it feels terrible. You just
Yep.
like question everything.
Yeah.
um, but at the same time, listen, we've all had those games, like I said earlier, where you can get blown out, and that happens. I mean,
Yeah.
um,
Iowa
my
State to Purdue a couple days ago.
yeah, and
Killed me.
the nice thing is, like, hey, you show up again today. There's another game on Saturday. That's the nice thing
Yep.
about basketball is you get quick turnarounds.
Yeah.
Baseball is the best. You can go over 5 and get
Yep.
destroyed, and then
You have more chances to make up for it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like that's the nice thing. And you know dang well that Coach Rhodes and Crispin, all those guys, they're going to be putting it to them. They're going to be listen, like that's not going to happen again. Like that's your wake up call. That's your welcome to college basketball, welcome to Big Ten moment. Like for the guys from Croatia, Turkey, all those guys. I think Tunic had a pretty decent game overall. Was no Tunka?
yeah, Tunka, yep.
Tuke had a pretty good game. It didn't look like Uric had a very good start, and he's our only like true big right now. The other two guys are not ready yet. You can just tell they're just not. They get in the paint. They're kind of slow. They're not ready yet. They need to be developed more. But I mean, hey, you just got the college basketball. It's going to take time. But yeah, I mean, we need a true big to like show up and be physical, and it didn't happen last night. So it's something we'll have to wait and see. But hey, what's his name? Caden Mingo was doing everything he could in the beginning, right? He played pretty well. So
Yeah, and you look at his stat line, not bad. I mean, he had 19, couple assists. He was making some shots that there just weren't a whole lot of guys making shots. There was, a lot of turnovers in that first half that set him back so much. And for the game, they didn't have as many as I thought. They only had 14 turnovers, but with the score like that, you think, oh my gosh, did they have 30 turnovers? But
yeah,
I mean, Indiana shot the heck out of the ball. I was looking at it. They shot better, I think, from 3 than they did from the free throw line in the second half, which is insane. But yeah, I think it's one of those games where definitely a wake up call. And the coaches who've all coached and played at high levels are trying to like impress upon these guys. Listen, here's what's coming. Here's what's coming. But until you're in it and you have 14,000 people yelling at you and like the momentum and you can't even like hear your teammates because it's so loud, like you don't really know. And so it's like, okay, now that we've been in it, now we have to start to learn how to respond
yeah,
when it's such a when the whole atmosphere is against you. And Michigan State's not going to be any easier.
yeah,
The nice thing is, anytime you lose like that in any sport and really anything in life, it forces you to like, okay, if I really want this, like,
yeah,
man, I'm gonna do everything I can to like not let that happen again because this feeling is
yeah.
so terrible, so awful. I am gonna like dial it in even more
It's
because
get up or shut up time, or you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's just time to
yeah,
go. Yep.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. So look, kind of all you can do is look ahead and just be like, hey, it's
yeah,
over, it's done. And I thought about texting that to Coach Rhodes and to Joe today. I didn't do it, but I was like, maybe I'll just let it breathe a little bit. But
yeah,
I was just going to be like, hey, next play, next step,
yep.
like that. That's all you can do. And you learn from it. But I tell you, those are not fun film sessions.
No. And another thing too, with all these new guys, Coach Rhodes has a very extensive defensive game plan, right? So like learning it is going to take time, and you can see the troubles in the beginning with the defense because they're trying to learn the system, and I mean that's got to take time, right? To feel comfortable in it, like knowing what it is and executing it are two different things. So I think once they get a couple more games under their belt, we're going to see them gel more, and we might lose a couple close games, but then we'll get one step closer to winning a big game. So, I don't expect us to beat Michigan State, but we do get them at home. So that is the bright side. It's nice that we get them at home and play in our court because, Indiana crowd, I mean, they were in it, and that's always a very nice venue. So that's tough to play there.
Yeah, and I didn't realize. Now that I think about it, I saw the little 76 on their jerseys for. I think does that add up to 50 years? 50 years since that title with Bob Knight back in the day. Pretty wild.
It's been 50 years since they won one.
Well, they won, I think, a couple other ones later on.
Yeah,
they won like 81 and 86, or not 86, but 84. No, not 84. That was Jordan. I don't know. I'd be curious. What are the other championships that they won? But
look it up here.
Yeah, that one had Tom Abernathy in 1976. I played with Todd Abernathy, the son of Tom. Super guy. He's now an assistant coach at Georgia. But yeah, that's kind of cool for them, unless I'm not a Hoosiers fan or anything, but I can appreciate some good basketball history.
Yeah. Championship years.
Thomas, what are you saying? Any tips on in-game moment when the chips are down, fighting through that adversity from your own experience? Yeah, good question, Thomas. I mean, there's always going to be times in life where there are pressure situations, and how do you handle them? And you're always going to typically fall back to your habits. And if you've got really good habits, and my biggest thing was like an even keel. Like I wasn't a guy that would like go crazy and celebrating after like a big play or something like 4 minutes into the game, because you have 36 more minutes. And if we're down by 10 all of a sudden at the drop of a hat, I also don't go crazy and think, what are we doing? And losing my mind. Like I found that like I always played best when
stay composed,
really even temperament. And like I just made 3 threes in a row. Great. I'm ready. Like, let's go get another one. Let's get fourth. I just missed 3 in a row. Doesn't matter. Those are gone. Time to get the new one. So for me, I think kind of having a bit of an even temperament, but also playing with energy and excitement, but knowing that you cannot let momentum just run you over like a train, because there always needs to be some kind of response. And in a way, like I remember there would be games where like the ball will go through the hoop and that explosion of the crowd. It's like the other team shoots it and they're at home. It goes in, boom, and it just explodes. And like it can be kind of jarring as a player. But if you can be like, doesn't even bother me. Get the ball out of the net, get it to my guard, and let's go. Then you're able to play with a freedom, because you're not being influenced by like all the energy that's against you.
Yeah. You're not overthinking it. Like, we're never going to come back. That self-doubt that would weigh you down. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Indiana, they've won 5 national championships. You were right with Bob Knight in 81 and 87.
87. That was it. 81, 87.
81 and 87 is the last one. Bob Knight in 76 too. So he has 3.
Yeah.
Branch McCracken in 53 and 1940.
Cool.
So,
cool.
Hey, they got 5 of them.
Yeah.
So it's been a while, but they've always been good. Like, it's a good basketball school. So they've always been tough to play.
Yeah.
There's nobody I can't stand more than Purdue, though. Like, Purdue basketball, football, whatever, like, we'll run you over. Like, that's fine. Like, I don't care about Purdue football, but Purdue basketball, I can't stand. And we blew them out last year, so that was nice. Well, we played them twice, right? We played the first time. We beat them by 20. So
that was pretty awesome, unexpected and awesome.
Yeah. You were there, you said, right?
Was that game?
I think you were there.
I'm trying. I might have been. I try to get to most of the home games.
Right.
Purdue's tough again this year. Purdue, man, they have not been able to quite win that title, man. I mean, everything has to go right. I mean, they were so good with Zach Edey there in that group, and man, they're really good again. So, yeah, Matt Painter just keeps reloading and reloading. But it feels like it's a matter of time before they get one, you know?
Yeah. We've stacked up well the last couple of years against Michigan State, but yeah, that's going to be a tall task. You said Saturday, right?
Yeah, boy, Michigan State, man, they play with a speed and a toughness. I think that's even next level in the Big Ten. I remember first playing against them, and we played a bunch of good teams leading up to them. But then when we played them, I remember my assistant coach was like, "Listen, you have not seen this kind of speed yet." I'm like, "Really?" And man, he was right. I mean, they just watched them tomorrow or Saturday. And watch how quickly they get the ball out of the net and fire it ahead. They almost outlet it to like the 3-point line, like almost a half court sometimes. Like they get the ball up the court so fast. And it's probably because Tom Izzo is like chasing them with like a whole bunch of like, I don't know. I picture him like carrying like big fire sticks or something and like running away, trying not to get burned and beaten by Tom Izzo.
He's starting to age. Like you can like in his face, you can see it. He's starting to get. He probably doesn't like 2 more years, maybe. You think?
Maybe, yeah. I mean that guy. He and my coach Jerry Dunn, they started the exact same year. And it's crazy to think like how long he's been there and still doing this, you know? It's nuts.
Yeah, he's a very good coach. Yeah, very good coach. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I don't like Purdue's coach either. I don't like their coach. I don't like the team. So I don't know. You know, those teams that you like, who did you like just, not like when you played? Like who was your least favorite team like that you would play in the Big Ten?
I really didn't like Indiana because I could never beat them.
Yeah.
I was 0 for 4 years against Indiana.
No.
And one year, like I think it was my sophomore year, we took him to overtime. We took him to double overtime. And I'm like, man, this is it. And it was one of those where, you know how you're up by 3 and you're like, all right, do we foul and make him shoot free throws? Or do we try and play really hard D and not let him get a 3?
That's always one of the toughest calls as a coach.
Yes. What would you do?
How much time's left? That's also
like they have the last possession, so it could be like
okay,
under 10 seconds, and you're up by 3.
You're up by 3. I think. Well, fouling's the smart coaching move, right?
Yeah.
If it's on a 2, if you foul him on a 2. If you foul them on a 3, you're done. Like that's.
I know. No. You don't want to foul them 3. You want to foul them like so that they go shoot 2 free throws. Because you're up by 3.
Yeah, I think you do that.
And it makes sense most of the time because number one, they have to do 3 things right. They have to make 1 free throw, 2 free throws. They got to make them both.
Yeah.
And then, they have to make the first one. And then they have to miss the second one, get the rebound, and then make a 3. Okay. So like 3 things have to go really, really well.
Yep.
Whereas if you let them shoot a 3, it's like, I mean, it could be a 33 to 50% chance of making it. So, well, we did not foul them. We let them shoot the 3. They made it. They went to another overtime, and then we lost.
They did.
And they had these 2 studs back in the day.
You fouled them.
Somebody else. But man, anyway, that was a team that I never liked playing because we always lost.
Was coach like don't foul?
Yeah, we were just trying to play hard. It didn't go great.
Well, I'm sure you regretted it afterwards.
Yeah, the other team that was super super hard was Michigan State. We almost beat them my freshman year. Mateen Cleaves hit a little floater over Calvin Booth, our big center. And we lost by, I think, 1. And they were like top 5 team in the country that year. And then we finally beat them my junior year. But, man, you talk about a hard place to play. Michigan State is like that place goes nuts.
Yeah, that is a tough place. Would you say Purdue looks like it's pretty tough to play too?
Yeah, and Purdue was not quite as strong in those years as they were good. Gene Katie was there, really good coach for Hall of Fame coach. But I think they're even better now, man. And I think their fans are even like crazier now because they've been so consistently good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, I mean, I was just looking at it. Michigan's number 2, Purdue's 6,
Yeah.
Illinois is really good. I
Michigan
mean,
just blew somebody out last night. I forgot
oh
who it
yeah, they
was.
beat Villanova. They hammered them,
They
and like
hammered them, yeah.
Villanova is no slouch.
No, they haven't been Villanova in a few years, but yeah, they're still a good team.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah,
haven't been like top dogs in a few years.
yeah. I'm always impressed with Villanova on those back to backs. It's so hard to do,
Yep.
especially in college. I think.
Yep. After looking at, I saw Providence was playing somebody yesterday, and they already have 3 losses. And I was like, Providence, remember that game? Like, we had every chance in the world to take the lead that game and just didn't do it. So that's a team that if we played again, we could beat them for sure. We just let that one go.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say Ohio State. Oh, we owned them in basketball. Last couple of years, Penn State's done very well against Ohio State the last couple of years, and they've had good teams. We've had their number.
Yeah,
Northwestern, we had their number.
They have. They've Penn State's done pretty well, kind of surprisingly against some of these teams that you think would be really really tough to beat. But they're still a really young team. You kind of hope that maybe some teams like underestimate them, and they can kind of embrace their underdog status. I think would be a fair thing to say. So. Yeah, man, it's a long season. There's 18 Big Ten games. Not the start you want at all, but it's like anything else, man. Next play, next play, next play. Coach K at Duke, that was his big mantra, like forever. It's like, hey, you just got a steal and went down windmill. Awesome.
Yep.
Next play. Like go get a stop on defense. Like, oh, you just turned the ball over and like, had this awful play that we did not draw up. Go to the next one. Like next. So I think that always has to be your mindset in basketball, has to be your mindset in school. You fail a test, has to be your mindset in work. If things mess up, like I work with a medical device company. I'm in the operating room a lot. And like, if a surgery doesn't go well or we mess up, okay, listen, like there's somebody else that needs that needs your help and needs your best for the next case. So I think that's just those 2 words I think are really powerful for all people to really consider.
And if you don't do that next play thing, like you can't gain the momentum, you can't get in the flow. Like you could tell there was just no flow with us, like on offense, and we couldn't get in rhythm, like making shots, and like that guy in Indiana, like he was fully in rhythm. He took over, right? Like we didn't have a guy step up and make the team better and just take over completely. So there was a lot of stuff that went wrong last night, but like you said, that's one game. They're going to wake up. They woke up this morning and they were like, all right, shake it off. That game's in the past. What can we do today to get better? 1% better. And I mean, that's what they're going to do. I already Coach Rhodes, Crispin, all those guys are fantastic coaches. So I already know they're gonna put the guys to work. I thought it was funny. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Coach Rhodes was talking about firing the free throw coach. He's like, "Well, the free throw coach is me," and then he brought it up. He's like, "Well, he still has a job because they had a good night in free throws." So yeah, that was funny.
That was really funny. That was one of the funnier coaching comments I've heard in a little while. Like, you love to hear stuff like that. Like, I love it when guys take ownership when things don't go right. I love it when coaches, like, they're human too, and they because when you don't see that a whole lot from leaders, like when things go poorly, that the leaders just say, hey, like I messed that up. That was my responsibility. And yes, maybe other people were involved, but like ultimately I'm to blame. And like when people do that, it is so freeing. Like people trust you even more. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels like, I should have all the answers and have it all figured out. But the reality is when you actually do that, I mean, Jocko Willink, he talks about that all the time. Like that's his whole thing, is that extreme ownership. And boy, we would love to see some politicians do that, wouldn't we? Like instead of this, oh, it wasn't my fault. It was the other people. It wasn't my fault. It was that person. Instead of being like, you know what, we didn't get this right actually, and I think I know why. Looking back, and like that's reality. That's what people want to hear. But
Yeah.
so when he said that about the free throw coach, I'm like, that's really funny.
Yeah,
And he's a great dude. He's got a great sense of humor. I mean, man,
he's fantastic. I'm glad we got him. He's a Pennsylvania guy. Like, you can't beat that. So the Pennsylvania roots, played at, what was it, Lehigh Valley or somewhere in Eastern PA. I know that.
Yeah, I forget exactly.
I forget exactly where. Oh, East Stroudsburg? No, that was James Franklin, I think. Yeah, James Franklin played East Stroudsburg. We'll have to look it up. I don't know. But he played Division II, I think.
Yep. Coach Soup, what's going on? Good evening, sir. Or ma'am.
Coach Soup, what's up, man? How we doing, sir, ma'am? Mike Rhodes. Lebanon Valley College was education. I'm going to his Wikipedia. We're doing it.
There we go. Find it.
Just a little background of Mike Rhodes for you guys.
Yeah.
What just happened? Here we go.
Yeah, they've got some challenging ones obviously coming up. Just all these ranked teams, man. Holy smokes, it's no joke in the Big Ten this year again for sure.
Big Ten's no slouch, man. The Big Ten and Big 12 are probably the top two basketball. Well, obviously you got Duke and North Carolina and them and ACC. So
yeah,
there's a lot of good basketball teams, really.
And that other game will be a fun one, December 21st when they play Pitt in Hershey. Did you know they were playing in Hershey?
I did not know that. But Pitt's not looking very good, so hopefully we can take that one. I think they have 5 losses already, from what I saw.
Yeah, I was talking to a big Pitt fan today, actually, and he was not real thrilled with how the season's been going. I think they lost Hofstra and somebody else, kind of was Quinnipiac? Did they lose Quinnipiac, maybe? I don't know. But let's see if we can find out. They did they beat Ohio State?
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, says they beat Ohio State by 1.
That's weird that they played them. I can't. Well, when's the last time we played Pitt in basketball? It's been a long time.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah, they lost to A&M. They lost to Central Florida. They got smoked by West Virginia. But yeah, they lost to Quinnipiac. And listen, who knows? Maybe Quinnipiac's legit, but it's just not a good look.
No, it's not good.
Lost to. Oh wait, maybe do I have? Okay, yeah, that's right. So anyway, that'll be a fun one though. Always fun to play Pitt in anything, and that was actually my last really bad loss that still stings a little bit. We went on the road to Pitt, lost by 35 my senior year. Oh, blowout. Almost as bad as my 6th grade loss.
You still remember that one, huh?
Stings. And we came back on the bus, 2 a.m. Coach Dunn's like, get your stuff on. We're practicing. And it's 2 a.m. We're like, what? And we're like, I can't believe, like, no, please no. Like, this is, I mean, the amount of anger and rage and sadness was like, was off the charts.
Oh, yeah,
we start stretching, we're loosening up, we're getting going. And then he walks in, he's like, get out of here, I'll see you tomorrow. And we're like, oh, okay, thank goodness. But yeah, the Pitt game should be a fun one. Capel, right? Capel's the coach there, I think.
To be honest with you, I don't know much about Pitt basketball because we haven't played them since 2017, Tyler. So that's 8 years ago. So
yeah,
2017. So there was a large gap. I don't know if you know much about me, but a brief backstory about me. So I got sober in 2015, right? I'm in recovery. I'm a recovering, addict and alcoholic. So anything prior to 2015, like for a couple of years there, like I was kind of just off the radar, like just, sucked into, the demons were coming after me. It was pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2017, like I was, 2 years sober at that point. So
Yeah.
I was like getting back into sports and stuff, but like I wasn't like fully engulfed in it because I had to catch up on life, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say it's been over 10 years now. It's been fantastic. It's
That's awesome, man.
I owe it all to just great people, surrounding yourself with great people, and sports help because I'm so intrigued and love sports. So
Yeah.
once I got like 2020 hit and all that, then I'm like, all right, well, there's time for sport. Well, some sports we're playing. Then it really took off in like 2021, and that's when I like really started watching basketball and football again. So
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, I'd love to hear that, man. That's a great story. Very encouraging, I think, for a lot of people to hear. And appreciate you sharing that, man. I mean,
yeah, no problem. Yeah,
no
shame at all, and it made me who I am. So I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
I got in a really bad car accident. It was a close one. That's what got me to get sober. So I mean, that's I don't do it for you.
Good for you, man. That's awesome to hear. I really love hearing that, and it just goes to show you, man. Like a lot of times we go through these things in life. Sometimes there's really hard years in high school. Like for kids, like I have girls, so like high school years can be tough. Junior high, middle school years can be hard. And I was trying to tell them, listen, this is just a snapshot, a portion. This is not the entirety of where you are, where you're going, and who you are, and it's so important for all of us, I think, to remember sometimes where it's like, listen, this is just a moment in time. This is not forever. Even it's kind of like you ever been through like a really hard workout and you're like, oh my gosh, this sucks. And you're like, I just want this to be done. But in the back of your mind, you can be like, hey, but this isn't forever. Like this one set, I'm trying to just hang from this bar for as long as I can. And it's like you can eke out a couple more seconds and you're like, as soon as it's done, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Yep. Absolutely. So what else can we talk about? What did you think about Matt Campbell? Do you know anything about the hire, and what do you think?
I heard about him. I heard he's coming.
Yeah, he's here. He's here.
Very cool, man.
The whole family in, yeah.
I didn't see his press conference, but people were saying it was like unbelievable.
When you get time, I'm telling you, it's going to make you want to run through a brick wall and then a brick wall after the brick wall. And then if there's a third brick wall, you're running through it. So, like, I'm telling you, man, he's a great guy. You can just tell he's such a genuine, passionate guy. He's got 2 girls, 2 boys, and his wife he brought with him. He basically was saying how the 2 boys are younger. They took it kind of hard at first, because when you're a kid, but you're resilient. You'll be able to get through it. The teenage daughters, the one was like, yeah, let's do it. Like she was like, yeah, let's get out of here. And the other one was like, okay with it. But yeah, it was a family decision. You know what I mean? Like somebody like that, who's not selfish, and, you discuss it with the family, cause some people were just like, hey, I'm taking this job, or leaving. Right. But like discussing it with your family and what's best for them. And, you're going to want to run through a brick wall. Trust me, once you watch it. So.
That's so cool.
You can skip through the Pat Kraft stuff if you want. I mean, his stuff's good too. I don't know if you know, there was like a audio that leaked, the Pat Kraft.
Yes, I heard that too, Pat. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. So he's talking to he's 9 or 10 seniors. They asked to meet with him. He was talking to them just like a person, like honestly. He was dropping the F-bomb, he was swearing, but not at them, just about, everything going on. And you can tell he doesn't like Oregon. So he talked about them. And he doesn't like Michigan either. He's like, yeah, they cheated. That's real, And
yeah.
And then today, Michigan fired their head coach. We won't get into that. You'll see it. It's in the news. But
I saw the headline, and I texted a buddy of mine who's a big Michigan fan, and all I wrote was, "Uh-oh." I mean, it's nuts, dude. Some of this stuff that just happens out of nowhere.
That's rough for Michigan. They had a scandal 2 years ago, and now they got another one. So
Yeah, you
It's
talk about damage control. I mean, boy, not good. But yeah, really excited about Matt Campbell coming here, and just sounds like a amazing man, great father, great husband. To really include your family in that. I mean, if that's kind of how it all went down, it sounds like it was. Like that's awesome. And the Pat Kraft thing, like honestly, it didn't really bother me because like we've all like those are really real conversations. And you're having real convos with these guys that have like committed their college careers to doing everything they can to be great players, be great people. And he's talking to him really real. Like, that's so real. If I don't get this right, like, I'm going like, yeah, like good for him to realize that instead of he's being really vulnerable with these guys and being really open with them. And that's how you build trust. That's how you have
yeah,
guys that like want to go to war for you.
yeah.
And
It was supposed to be a private meeting, so like
I know, like, and so
that's the crazy thing.
if that was a situation, like, I mean, somebody is really a jerk to put
Yeah,
that out,
that's
you
like,
know?
what's the reason? And to be honest with you, it just made Penn Staters like him even more because, like,
Yeah,
you can see how much he loves Penn State, right?
yeah, kind of behind the scenes, you're a fly on the
Yeah,
wall there, and who knows what the reasoning was? Like, was it to like make him look bad? I don't think it made him look bad. I think it made him
no,
look really authentic, and how
exactly.
much we love Penn State. It's okay to dislike your opponents
Yeah,
and want to beat them, and
yeah,
those ads and those coaches are saying the same things about all their opponents in Penn
yep,
State. You know,
yep,
so
absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he sounded like a coach, and that was the cool thing about it. So, I mean, I'd go to war for Pat Kraft and all the Penn State coaches. I mean, Pat Kraft's done a phenomenal job in 3 years that he's been here.
yeah.
Uh, Better than the last one. That's all I'll say. Better than the last one. Seems
He's
to
doing
be putting in
awesome.
more work. So,
Yeah, he's doing awesome.
yep,
He's a great guy. Yeah, I think very highly of him. So it's listen, when you're an AD, it's like people usually, whether it's high school or college, because a buddy of mine's an AD, and it seems like, oh, what a great position to be an AD, bro. Everybody just criticizes every little thing you do, and that's a really hard, thankless job
yep,
because um, people are always going to be just throwing stones at you, and
yeah,
shooting arrows in your direction, no matter what you do. And so it's really hard, really thankless, like whether it's parents or alumni or whatever. So my hat goes off to those guys, man, because that's a grind.
absolutely. Well, do you have anything else, Tyler? Or
Oh man, I listen. I think this was fun.
yeah,
I think there's a lot more positive, good things to come for Penn State basketball. It was just a rough one
yeah,
last night. We'll put it to bed and listen.
yeah,
We'll go, hunting elsewhere. I'm excited for Saturday. I'm going to try and get to the game
yeah.
and go with my family and stuff. You going to try and get to the game at all?
What time's that? I haven't been to a game. It's probably been 2 or 3 years, to be honest with you, man. So I should probably get to one. See, I try not to go because every time I go, we lose. So like I feel like I'm the bad luck charm, and I don't want to put the guys in that situation. So I haven't been going. That'd be a great game to go to. 12
Yeah, he's
p.m.
12 o'clock.
Saturday.
So, yeah. And
Nice early game.
Thomas is saying, he's got a rough job. He set the bar high
Yep.
and high expectations. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what you got to do. Set those high expectations.
Yeah.
And
He's doing an
um,
incredible job. So
yeah, and what's his name? Brad Stevens, the old Boston Celtics coach.
yeah.
I was watching something with him briefly, and he was talking about leadership and how it was so important. Number one, to really, when you're a leader,
Yep.
to number one, really, you have to be your true, authentic self, right? You can't try to be somebody else. So that's number one. And also, when you lead with, and I forget the words exactly, but you want to be, he said, you want to be a warm and high expectation leader. And I forget the second word, but the first word was warm. So like there has to be like a warmth about you where people can like approach you and they're not like afraid to like have a conversation with you.
Yep.
So that's the warmth about you, but so you can relate to people, but also like hey, man, these are our standards, and we've got to meet those, and myself included. And I just thought those are such just simple, wise words from him that we can all apply.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest with you, once you listen to Matt Campbell, you'll be like, I kind of just described the guy. So yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, he's fantastic. So a little backstory about him, and I don't know a lot, but he shared his grandparents are from somewhere in Pennsylvania. I forget, some little town. His great grandfather was a coal miner, so you can tell they're gritty, and he grew up in Northeast Ohio. So like not far away, was a coach at Toledo for a long time before Iowa State. He didn't want to leave Toledo to go to Iowa State. So that just shows you how much he cares about the players and loves the work that he does. And then to get him out of Iowa State, he was there 10 years. He could have went to the Detroit Lions. He could have went to – there was a couple SEC jobs after him the last couple of years. Like, he's just been turning them down. So, like, we got our guy. He's a gritty, passionate, loving, just a phenomenal head coach. And I'm telling you, once you watch that, you're going to love it. So
Sweet. Well, I'm sure they paid him a whole bunch of money. He'll earn every penny. And we got fancy new stadium and Adidas jerseys coming. So here we go.
He's going to want to stay. Yeah.
Next chapter, baby. Let's do it.
He's going to have more money and resources than he's ever dealt with at Iowa State or Toledo. So you better bet your bottom dollar that he's going to put that work in. It's $70 million for 8 years. It's an 8-year deal.
Cool.
$70 million. With performance, or each year you get more money. Yeah. So it starts at like $8 million, goes up to like $8 million, 500,000. Like the way the contract is. But
nice.
Yeah, I think he's going to want to stay. So I'm hoping it works out. We're all optimistic, and it's encouraging. So, he has a lot of work to do. We only had signed 2 people in 2026. Did you see that?
I did see that.
2 people instead of like 26. We hired 2. So.
Wow. Well, hey, man.
Portal.
Yeah, portal time.
Portal time.
Sometimes you just got to smile and say, oh, yeah, that's what we got? All right, bring it on. Let's go. I played with a guy in high school. He'd be like, hey, give me the 4 worst players, and we're going to beat everybody. And I'm like, I love that attitude, right? Yeah. He's like, I don't even care. He's like, let's just go.
That's funny. I mean, that's kind of what he did at Iowa State, too. I mean, Ames, Iowa, it's in the middle of nowhere. Like, like I said, I mean, think about it. Brock Purdy, Breece Hall. Wow. Those are big names. Jay Higgins.
Wow.
He's a top receiver that went to the NFL draft last year. He's developed some great players. So, I mean, I'm excited.
Really cool. Yeah. Really cool, man. Really cool. Yeah, it's doable, right? It's just leadership. It's all it comes down to leadership and having great guys at the top, have a great vision, care about their people, super passionate. So I'm pumped, man. Let's reset and let's roll.
And he kept Terry Smith. That's 4 years. You'll see in his presser, he said to Pat Kraft that one of the first things he said, we got to keep Terry.
Oh,
because he knows Terry. He met him when he used to coach at Toledo. He would go recruit players at Terry's high school, Gateway High School.
Oh, yes.
Yep. So he knew Terry. Really cool. So they already have that prior relationship. They're going to mesh like spaghetti and meatballs, dude. I'm telling you.
I'd love to hear that. I heard Terry was staying. He's going to be one of the highest paid guys in the country or something. And
that's not a coordinator. Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool. Good for him, man. He's such a Penn Stater through and through. So you love to see him rewarded like that. He really stepped in and stepped up when we needed him.
Absolutely. Well, guys, it's been a great show. Thanks for coming on, Tyler. Penn State versus Michigan State, Saturday at 12 p.m. I guess you're going to the game. I'm going to try to get out there, so maybe I'll see you there. We'll see.
Awesome. Look for a real short guy. I blend in. So
that would be me. Look for the redhead who's 5'8". So
awesome, man. All right, my friend. Great to see you.
Good seeing you, Tyler. Thanks for coming on. See you guys.